Well, I guess it's a
And today we've got some brand, high five, spankin' new Destiny 2 news, courtesy of the Bungie weekly update that has just gone live, revealing official information. And so,
Let's get started.
do you think people should like the video this time?
No.
Betrayed! You betrayed me again! Okay, alright, so first things first, what's been going on this week in Destiny 2? Well, we got our first weekly reset since the launch of the new Renegades Expansion, and in it, some very important things happened. Now, I actually did do a video breaking down what was going on after that weekly reset. Check it out, it's linked up above if you want some more detail. But to quickly summarize, weekly shipments do indeed arrive every Tuesday. They contain various rewards. The massive ones are definitely a bit better, with 6,000 credits kind of being the main reason to do them. Those credits get very valuable if you're farming a certain god role. Then after that, guys, we also got a new special modifier within the portal. Special Surge is here, which doubles the damage of your special weapons and improves special ammo drops. So the Praxic Blade, if you thought the Praxic Blade was good, it is absolutely insane in portal activities right now. So if you are wanting to farm portal activities, go after certain bonus weapons, this week is a great time to do so. And then on top of that, the really big thing that was added with the weekly reset is Vanguard Alerts. This is actually like a brand new group of playlists, group of activities. It's located in the seasonal hub, and it's offering some incredible rewards for very little effort. I mean, you are able to get pretty much guaranteed tier 5 drops for these playlists that are only at like 300 power, that are not difficult at all. You don't have to adjust the modifiers, so they're super quick to hop in and out of, and you're gonna get guaranteed special masterworked weapons with unique origin traits. Very, very cool. Did a video talking about like why they're just so valuable, taking a bigger look at those special masterworked weapons. Check it out, linked right up above. But you absolutely should maybe check out Vanguard Alerts this week for sure. But one more thing that happened is a special community event involving these syndicates. So it's called the Oath of the Renegades. And what you can do is sign up to the Oath of the Renegades website. You just log in with your Bungie account. So through Steam, through PlayStation, should be really easy to do. And then you pick what syndicate you want to align with, and you can choose a lieutenant, and your boy is a lieutenant. So I'm under the Totality Division, obviously the best one. What am I, some Fallen? Some Elixir? How about you Elixir? Oh, hold on, I shouldn't say that. Anyways, guys, what am I, a Vex? What am I, a Bolt Muncher? Like, okay, I gotta stop. The memes are great, and honestly, all three syndicates, very cool, definitely fleshed out, reasons to support all of them. If you do want to support the Totality Division and your boy, please sign into the website, click my name, and then you're going to see a bunch of tasks to do. It's basically just playing the game, like doing Lawless Frontiers, and you're going to accumulate points for your syndicate. Now, this has been a hilarious event in terms of the memes. Like the memes, like everyone insulting each other's syndicates, all the derogatory terms for everyone, like it's actually hilarious. But the downside is that there is no in-game reward. And I think that's the one thing this event is missing. If it had been exactly how it is right now, but at the end, you know, everyone gets an emblem, and the design of that emblem or the color of that emblem depends on what syndicate wins, that would be really, really cool. And I think that would get a lot more people into this kind of event. As it stands now, it's kind of a cool, fun thing. The memes are great, but yeah, no in-game event is very disappointing. Anyways, guys, let's move on from there to the brand new information within the TWID. And the first thing Bungie talks about is the new upcoming dungeon, Equilibrium. It's going to launch at 9 a.m. Pacific on Saturday, December 13th. Of course, your boy is going to be streaming on Twitch and YouTube. My world's first attempt, spoiler alert, this old dad ain't coming worlds first, but we're gonna give it our all and definitely gonna be trying to get that dungeon guide out to you guys as quickly as possible. Now, they re-released the trailer. We've already actually seen the Equilibrium Dungeon trailer. I'm going to be playing it in the background gameplay. It was released actually very early in terms of like before Renegades. If you do get Worlds First, you're going to be getting this crazy trophy. And then they go on to say for the contest mode rewards. So, contest mode, the like harder mode where you're at a bigger light level disadvantage, that is going to be available for the first 48 hours. You're only going to be able to go in with contest mode until the very first team beats it, but once World's First has been achieved, normal mode will be unlocked for everyone else. So you can then drop it down to normal. You have 48 hours to, come back and finish it on contest, because if you do beat it on contest mode, Bungie says if you defeat all encounters of the dungeon before the contest mode ends on contest mode, obviously, you claim the heirloom exotic weapon and the Dredgen's Descent emblem. So this is the heirloom. It is essentially, it's Chewbacca's crossbow from Star Wars, and it's a pretty crazy exotic weapon. You aim down sights, you kind of increase the explosive power of this thing. It's actually a special weapon. You can see some gameplay with it. In fact, a lot of gameplay with it in my video showcasing the exotics for Renegades. I'll link that above. Interesting, in the picture Bungie provided, guys, I didn't edit this, like they just put in its catalyst. So I wonder maybe like you can get its catalyst as part of its drop from the dungeon, or maybe they're just indicating that yes, this does have an exotic catalyst. You can go, it does have a catalyst, I can 100% confirm, but just interesting to see it here in the picture. And here's the emblem you're gonna get as well for beating it with contest mode active. All right, now in addition to that, guys, there's also going to be a Twitch drop emblem for watching the Dungeon Zone podcast. The Dungeon Zone stream going over everyone's World's First run. And then there's also some contest mode entry requirements. You have to do the way between quest has to be at least step 2. So there you go. In addition to that, they have some dungeon race rules. Essentially, like if you are actually vying for Worlds First, you need to be streaming. Like someone in your fire team needs to be streaming. It has to have VOD active so Bungie can go back and check that you weren't cheating and stuff like that. You have to use a certain overlay, I believe, if you are going to cover up your screen and all that stuff. Now here's where we get into the new interesting stuff, the disabled items list. So there's always things that get disabled for the dungeon, things that are broken, overpowered, whatever. So here's what you cannot bring into the dungeon, or if you do bring it in, it's going to have no effect. So for artifact perks, anti-barrier sniper rifle is done. Kinetic rupture is done. That is something a lot of people were running, of course, because of the kinetic praxic blade. For the abilities, Widow's Silk, the aspect for the hunters, that is disabled. And then for the weapons, the Navigator, the exotic trace rifle catalyst, that's out of here. So no Navigator. Then the brand new refurbished A499, that is the heavy sniper rifle, that is banned. I think what was happening was that when you shot a divinity bubble, gut shot was giving you the body shot bonus damage even though you were getting a crit from divinity, so you're doing crazy damage. Then the Uncivil Discourse hand cannon actually is disabled as well. That is the new special ammo blaster hand cannon, the ARC one. And all volatile mods are disabled. They say mods can still be slotted, but they have no benefit in the dungeon, guys. Wow, so definitely, I mean, 2 of the brand new weapons already being disabled. That's a huge rip. That's disappointing, especially because like people are farming the god rolls of the new weapons. But it is what it is. Hey, Stronghold is not on here, baby. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, or I should say Saturday. And interesting stuff. Now they do say more items may be disabled, so they're going to be tweeting about it, and there's also a web page they link to that's going to contain it, so I would definitely check that like before the dungeon actually launches just to be sure. Moving on from there, not swap clarification. Everyone's favorite modifier, not swap, that everyone loves, is coming back. So Bungie says, with the dungeon race going live in just a few days, we'd like to clarify miscommunication and the functionality of not swap. The update 9.5.0 patch notes from Tuesday, December 2nd are accurate. Swapping ammo types does not trigger not swap. The December 4th TWID has been updated to reflect this. So PvE not swap had its ammo type trigger removed, as well as its orb and special / heavy ammo penalties. The description has been updated to match current behavior, as well as mentioning changing armor stat mods as being a trigger. And honestly, this is just getting more confusing. In my opinion, either have like full not swap, you can't change stuff, it's basically locked loadout, or get rid of all of it. Having like it, well, now it doesn't change ammo types, and now it does this, but if you swap a single armor mod, if you swap an intellect mod, then you're gonna lose all your stuff. Like, what are we doing here? I just honestly would much prefer them just get rid of it, because this is just adding so much confusion. Anyways, guys, moving on from there, Praxic Blade Crystal drop details. So, early on during Renegades launch week, Eagle-Eyed Guardians were quick to notice the Equilibrium is home to an extra special prize, the Dark Matter Crystal Taken. When set in a Praxic Blade, this crystal creates a beam of brilliant dark light and has a low chance to drop on fully clearing all encounters of Equilibrium in contest or normal mode. The encounters do not need to be cleared in a specific order, as they are independently tracked, progress resets weekly, and on each full clear. This means that players are not limited to one chance per class per week, and instead will be able to clear Equilibrium repeatedly in their search for the crystal drop. Okay, so there you go. If you're wondering how to get the Dark Matter Crystal, definitely like one of the more desirable ones, if not the most desirable one for a lot of people. It's on full clears, so just farming the dungeon over and over again is going to be how you get that. Moving on from there, there's also a dungeon race stream overlay from Get Wrecked, so you can see it right here. Again, if you're like looking to cover certain areas of your screen to hide the different buffs you're getting, if you're really competing for World's First, you can use the Get Wrecked overlay. Moving on from there, guys, the Dawning event preview. So, Bungie says it's almost that time of year again. Eva Levante is heating up the cookie oven, which means that the Dawning is close, and this iteration of the Dawning starts on Tuesday, December 16th, and will run until January 6th. So I do believe that's a full, well, I don't believe, it is a full 3-week long event, guys. So next Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, it is going to begin. Now, they then are going to go over how it actually works. So they say, have you ever thought to yourself, gee, I wish I could throw snowballs at other Guardians? Ask yourself no more. This year, we have a new Crucible Ops activity, Dawning Snowball Fight, where you can live out your fantasy as the most overpowered snowball fight of all time. No weapons, no abilities, just soft powder, and after a while, a snowball super to one-shot your cool-headed rivals. As in past years, snow will also be falling on several locations, allowing you to make and throw snowballs that slow, freeze, and shatter foes. The snowstorm modifier will be active in portal activities, generating snowballs upon defeating combatants. So there is kind of a new activity that we don't normally get with the Dawning. Normally it's just the cookie baking stuff, so that's kind of interesting. Obviously, snowball fighting in the Crucible, it'll probably wear thin pretty soon, but hey, at least it's something to play. They then talk about cooking cookies for your favorite Destiny denizens. So, Eva Levante makes her return with a cookie cooking quest. Learn how to gather questionable edible ingredients, Vex milk, acquire Essence of Dawning, and use her cookie oven to bake tantalizing treats for the stalwart heroes you know and love in the Tower and beyond. Exchange baked goods across the solar system for special Dawning themed rewards, which is what we normally do. They then say, in addition to the 20 bakes that you may know the recipes to already, we've added 2 additional new cookies and cookie recipients. So you can see all the different like cookie recipients right here. The new ones are Dark Matter Drizzlers for Dean of the Ionians, and that's going to be in the Caldera location on Kepler or in Solo Ops. Potentially you can just go into Solo Ops Caldera and he will be there. Then another new one is Peanut Butter Paw Prints for Archie, the Exo Dog in the Tower Annex, and you can see a picture of that right here, guys. They say you might notice Lodi isn't on the cookie delivery list. Fret not, that's because you'll be posting real cookies for him during the donning in trade for that emblem. More on this in next week's TWID. Okay. Moving on from there, they say a lot of rewards to earn. As for rewards, the Dawning is entering the event home for the first time. Much like we did for Festival of the Lost and Solstice, there is a shader, ship, emblem, ghost shell, and more waiting for you in the event track, and you can see some of those things right here, guys. They also say playing portal activities will drop dawning engrams containing exclusive weapons like, so there's 3 dawning weapons that have been made into like tiered versions, so you can get up to tier 5 of, first of all, the Minstrel Lift and Adaptive Frame Void Linear Fusion Rifle, then the Permafrost, the Wave Frame Stasis Grenade Launcher, and lastly, the Fimbule Winter Stitch, a precision frame arc sidearm. Well, that arc sidearm definitely looks like a rocket-assisted frame arc sidearm to me, so that may have been a little bit of a typo or something. Anyways, that's certainly the model, is the rocket-assisted frame one. They say you'll get 1 guaranteed holofoil for each with random perks from the event reward track, where you can find more by earning dawning engrams. That's actually huge. If the holofoils from the event track drop random, like let's say they're actually tier 5 and they actually have like 3 rows of perk that are completely random, instead of just having, you know, last time for the event right before the launch of Renegades, it was tier 5, but it was still only 1 row of perks, and those perks were set in stone, right? So that's going to be interesting. If they're actually random, you could get like the God Roll holofoil from the event track. Moving on from there, they say there's a new chapter for the new player guide. So they actually have a Getting Started with Destiny 2 new player guide, and I'm going to show you guys some of it in the background. That is part of Bungie help. Moving on from there, the Equilibrium Dungeon Bungie rewards. So you can see some of the stuff right here. You can get a hoodie, you can get some pins and all of that jazz. Moving on from there, we have the Cosplay Cosmodrome moves to the Lawless Frontier. And guys, these are real people, by the way. Like some of these, I mean, the Piker one looks like it could be a screenshot. No, that's like real life. That's actually crazy, like how good the cosplay is. And obviously, the links to the cosplays are in the TWID, which is linked in the description of this video. Moving on from there, we also have a Hunt Down the System's Most Wanted. So different Destiny 2 artists have created wanted posters with their art. You can see them right here. Pretty cool stuff. Moving on from there, guys, Bungie also has joined creators in Oath of Renegades. Wait a second, I already talked about that. So let's continue from there, guys. And the last thing I'm going to do is put the known issues list on screen, just so you guys can, you can pause, you can read this stuff. If there's anything that is impacting you, often you can find it in this known issues list, and then Bungie is working on it. Guys, that is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.